Great day to you. Boy, what a weekend it really was. Began Friday night with our president's comments in Alabama regarding NFL players that, in his opinion, were protesting against the United States and against the flag. Um, and again, I'm not here to defend the president or support the president. I'm not really here to defend the players or support the players, but I do say that the words that were used were totally out of line with what should come out of his office. I don't believe that any of these young men have mothers who are bees. And that's really what that comes down to because they are the sons of mothers, and those mothers are not bees and should not be regarded in such a degrading manner that something like this would be spoken over them. And for those athletes, for these comments to be directed at you, my heart's with you. I sympathize with you. I understand the pain, the frustration, the hurt, even the confusion that you're dealing with. And my hope is that you'll be able to navigate through this obstacle in life as you're able to navigate through so many other things, and be able to bounce back and know that this may have been said about you, but it's certainly not who you are. I understand what our president is saying in challenging our team owners or NFL team owners to take a stance, because this is a very good nation. It's a great nation, but it does have its issues. I've been blessed to travel 6 continents, and in that I have seen that the United States is a stellar nation. If we understand history, it is a nation that is founded on the principles of God and his kingdom. And from that, we've received great favor for many, many years, for centuries even. But it does have its issues. And so I can see where he's saying that, hey, we shouldn't be protesting such a great nation. But on the other end, I see what young men are saying as professional athletes, and how they're challenged by the social injustices and other issues that seemingly point right to race, and that race being primarily African Americans. And I understand them taking a stance for that. But again, I'm not here to say who's wrong and who's right. I've shared a little bit about what I think in that. I'm here saying that I keep hearing the word in here that he is using language that divides us. What the president said is divisive. Answer me this: when has the United States of America not been divisive? And why all of a sudden is there this major focus on divisiveness? Does it sell media time? Does it sell newspapers? Does it bring attention to certain people? Because I'm telling you, we've been divided ever since we've been here in the earth. And ever since we've been a nation, we've been divided. We've been divided racially, ethnically. We've been divided academically. We've been divided socially. I grew up in a small town in North Carolina, and in that town was a black community. And so we've always had division. So all of a sudden are we acting like division is a big deal and a big problem, or as though it is something that's new on the scene? It's been here a long time, and it's going to continue to be here as long as the hearts of men are not changed. Let me share this with you. If you take a fish out of the water, the fish is going to die. If you take a tree out of the ground, the tree is going to die ultimately. If you take people away from their creator, and they reject their creator and turn from the God of the Bible and neglect him in their ways and in their thoughts and in their deeds and how they live and move and have their being, what do you expect? Well, that's what this nation has done. Why has this nation crumbled? Because this nation has left what it was founded upon. Now, that might not be popular today because a lot of people don't want to bring truth into the issue. But there's division in this nation because people have walked away from God. And those who call themselves believers, for the most part, don't really follow after the Bible and the tenets of the Bible and the things of the kingdom. And then there are those who are totally rejecting and neglecting God altogether, don't think he is, don't think he lives, don't think that he's relevant to what's going on in life. And so when you shift from your creator, the one that made you, it's going to create problems in the environment that you live in. If you're a son or a daughter and you neglect or reject your mom and dad, that's going to create challenge for you. You may not admit it, but after a while, things in your life and the way you move through life, or your inability to move through life productively and from a healthy perspective, is because somewhere you rejected what helped to create you and get you into the earth. And so that's my perspective, and I believe it's a true perspective. And until the United States of America gets back into the place where we love, and I talked about that as an antidote, but we get into the place where we understand that the hearts of men and women are bad. And over time and through experiences and circumstance and situation and occurrences and offenses and hurt and pain and anger and bitterness that sets in, we have hearts that are damaged. And I'll tell you this, you can take down every monument in this nation that you want to take down, but that's not going to change how this nation moves, because this nation doesn't move by the hearts of monuments, which are frozen and dead. It moves by the hearts of people. And as long as the hearts of people are damaged and hurting, and people have things coming out of their heart, because that's where the issues of life flow out of. It's from our hearts. How we think in our heart is what comes out of us, and it's what we really communicate. So as long as the hearts of men and women are messed up and they're divided, and there's hatred that is secret, and there's animosity that we believe is hidden, and there are mindsets and attitudes and ideals toward others that we don't like, and even though we try and hide them, they seep out of our hearts. Long as the hearts are messed up, the nation's going to be messed up. So tear down the idols or the monuments, but what really needs to be torn out is what's in our hearts that's not right. And the only thing and the only person that can do that is Jesus Christ. And you may not want to hear that, but that's the truth of the matter. We're trying to solve problems for centuries. We keep trying to solve problems of racism. We keep trying to solve problems of division. We keep trying to solve problems of hatred. And the only one that can solve the problem is the one who's made us. But he's being rejected. So as long as he's been rejected, get used to division. Get used to hatred. Get used to animosity. Get used to all the evils of society continuing to raise up and come forth, because we've rejected the only one and the only thing that can fix all of that. I'm not hollering at you. I'm just talking to you. It's just how I feel. It's my perspective. And I really believe, in my humble but accurate opinion, it's right, because it's based on the truth of the one who made us. And until his nature and his character is reflected in all men, we're going to continue to have these problems. So I say, guys, if you're going to protest, make sure that we're protesting that people's hearts need to be changed. And if we're going to talk to owners about things that they should be doing and shouldn't be doing, let's make sure that their hearts are right, because that's going to be the only good resolve that could come out of what they could do. And to our president, with love and respect, and I honor you because of your office. Let the love of God flood your heart. It'll transform you like you never even imagined. Be encouraged. Take care. Apostle Terrell, I'm out. Peace.